dressed like the main singer, Anthony Kiedis. And because, that was like the cool thing to do. And he always wore the truckies hat. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's got like the net in the bag, and then man, that was hot. I wore that like every day until my white hat turned kind of brown. But I went surfing like every day. I mean, I don't wear it now. Not that I don't think it's cool. It's just, in Korea, nobody really wears that hat.
Yeah.
Right? But, Chad Smith said in an interview that he never imagined 25 years ago that things would progress like the way that they have. And he said that the members have over time grown and matured through their ups and downs because when they were young, he said, quote, "We were a pretty volatile bunch then." The band was the big name. They have the big name managers, Q Prime.
Right.
If you guys haven't heard of these guys, well, they have another big band on their list, and it's Metallica. Yes, Q Prime manages Metallica. Used to be a big fan when I was 14. Yes, I was into heavy metal. Well, another reason why this band has continued to be successful is because they continue to produce amazing albums. The latest album was I'm With You, and that came out 2011, and they just finished touring on that, actually. So people are like, oh, what's next? But actually, they just released, Smith said in an interview, come September, the band should be putting something together. They say they do little bits and pieces separately, but when they come into the studio, that's when the magic happens together. So there's definitely something to look forward to.
Yes. Red Hot Chili Peppers, I remember a few years ago, they had a song that was really good that came out, like, it kind of blew up. I don't remember the title, though.
Californication? That was a big one.
Is that it? I'm not sure.
They had a lot of hits on the way.
Yeah, they had a lot of hits. But, I'm surprised. I actually didn't know they're 25 years.
Right.
I actually thought, I'm sorry to say, guys, if you're a fan of them, but, I thought, because they had, like, a song a few years ago that came out that really blew up, and I was like, oh, these guys are good rookies. Like, good rookies. I know they've been in the game for 25 years. That's weird.
I guess it depends where you're from. Well, where I was from in New Zealand, man, they were hot. Red Hot Chili Peppers. They were.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Maybe it was the song. Dun, 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 dun. You haven't heard of that song?
No idea.
Oh, man, it was big. Okay, all right, let's move on.
All right, guys. What is our next bit of news, David?
Our next bit of news is U2. Are they working on their next album? Now, there's rumors all over the internet. People are all asking the big question, what is this band working on? Well, it's out of the box. Band member Adam Clayton said, we very much want to have a record out by the end of the year. September, October, November, that kind of thing. We're working with Danger Mouse, who's a great guy, smart guy. He's excited. It's great. The team's feeling very good, and anything goes right now. So it's fair to say, fans all around the world, get excited. And all the Irish members of the band, yes, they are an Irish band, have been spotted going into Electric Lady Studios. So they're definitely working right now.
Right.
But this is adding to the rumor. This is like the cherry on top. Coldplay's frontman, Chris Martin, was also spotted entering the studio after one of the U2 members. And this was caught on video, so everyone's like, what is going on? Are they collaborating right now?
Yeah,
Coldplay, U2... That's kind of crazy. But the thing is, you think 25 years was a long time for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Well, U2 has been around since 1976.
1976?
Yeah, that was 37 years ago.
Wow.
That means my mom was about my age right now. Something like that. That is a long time ago. Aaron, we weren't around then.
Yeah, I think my mom was like 6.
With the new album, obviously there are great expectations. I mean, fair enough. They've come out with amazing anthems like With or Without You, Beautiful Day. That was huge. One, Vertigo, Original of the Species. They have so many great songs. So whatever they cook up, it is going to be bomb.
Right. Are you personally a fan of U2 and Coldplay?
U2 and Coldplay, when I was younger, I didn't listen to them so much, but I still remember Beautiful Day because it was so big. It came out when I was 6 years old,
right.
But it was like until I was about 13, 14 where I heard that song and I was like, man, this song is awesome.
Oh, really? Are you looking, maybe there might be a collab, there might not be a collab, but like, are you looking forward to a collaboration from the two?
It'll be definitely interesting because they're both huge names. They've been around for quite a while, and if they bring something together, then yeah, it's going to be fantastic, I believe.
Yes. All right, guys. We'll listen to 2 songs before we come back with more Weekly Pop Magazine news. Scar Tissue, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Beautiful Day by U2. What up, guys? We just came back from listening to Scar Tissue, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Beautiful Day by U2. You're listening to Music Access with me, Aron of New East. We have David here in the studio for Weekly Pop Magazine.
What's up?
David, let's talk about our third bit of news for today.
Our third bit of news, it comes down to Mariah Carey is leaving American Idol.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, yes, she was there for just one season, but she's already ready to move on. She's ready to go on to do new things. It became official after her PR firm tweeted, Mariah Carey confirms world tour and says goodbye to Idol, which she retweeted straight away. So with that comes the exciting news of a world tour. And we'll be starting where else but in Asia right here. So fans, be excited. It's going to come to us in October. Now, her single, Beautiful, featuring Miguel, you know, it's had global success everywhere.
Yeah,
it's a great song. I love that song. And you know what? What I'm asking is, how does she do it? You know, not just the fact that she keeps producing like hit singles, but she doesn't seem to age.
Yeah.
Because you know how old she is?
How old is she?
She is 43.
43?
43. And I'm like looking at her album picture. I'm just like, wait a minute. You can't even tell which one was when. She looks still the same.
Yeah.
It must be the success. Anyway, there are big expectations on the new album, which is no surprise. She has given the world songs like Without You,
Yes.
Hero, My All, When You Believe. These are all amazing anthems. I still remember Hero was like my friend's go-to song when it came to karaoke. When a hero comes along, friend meaning me. And then Christmas time, I always hear the single All I Want for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that is like coming out of every shop that I walk by.
Yeah.
And these songs always just become like anthems, man. And they just played over and over and over again. So, wow. There is something to look forward to in this.
Yeah, Mariah Carey, world tour.
World tour. You guys, when it comes out, you guys got to get to one of her concerts. And you know, this is another interesting thing I heard from a friend. And he said that Mariah Carey can hit every single note on the piano.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I was like, no. But then she is an amazing singer. And she goes like, she hits those crazy high notes.
Yeah.
But then I was just like, if you go down, it gets pretty low. So.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if that's true.
Usually people who go really high, they can't really go low.
Right.
People who go low, they can't really go high.
Right, that's what I thought.
I don't know if she can hit every key on maybe every high key. I don't know about the low keys.
Yeah, right. So maybe he meant the high keys.
Maybe the high keys.
But even so, that is amazing.
Yeah. But Mariah Carey, you say she's starting a tour in Asia?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
that's the news right now?
Is she coming to Korea?
I have no idea. So they've just released that they're going on a world tour and like in Asia. So you know all the Asian countries like, is that us? That's gonna be us. So everybody in China, Korea, Japan, they're like, no, it's us. So, hey, we'll have to see.
All right, guys, let's listen to our fourth bit of news.
Rihanna hits a new personal record in America by hitting her first 6 million album sales mark. And this is just in America right now. And big thanks to her album Unapologetic.
Wow.
Which landed her the #1 on the Billboard 200 and has passed the 1 million mark in sales just by itself, that album alone.
Wow.
Now her previous albums all did very well and most of them got on the top 10 mark on the Billboard charts. And her album Talk to Talk was very successful, pushing past the million mark, but Unapologetic has reached that mark in a shorter amount of time.
Really?
So this is going really quick and it's going well. And as of now, Rihanna has released 7 albums. Starting with her debut album in 2005, Music of the Sun. I'm sure many of you guys remember that.
Yes.
Now, this is her only album. This is the only album that hasn't reached the million mark.
Really?
Yeah, it falls like 400,000 short.
Oh.
So that's the only album. But I mean, that's still that's successful.
Yeah.
But, you know, like Good Girl Gone Bad was released in 2007. And that was by far the most successful because that's reached up to 2.8 million.
Wow.
Yeah, 2.8 million in sales, that alone. And, you know, this all just goes to show that her music has been so successful at a, like, consistent rate. You know, 7 albums and 6 of them have all gone over the million mark. You know, overall, all her sales around the world is hitting right now at about 9 million.
9 million.
Yeah, 9 million worldwide. So,
Lord.
Unapologetic, how far will it take her?
Yes.
Because, I mean, it's already had amazing singles like Diamonds, Pour It Up, Lovey Song, and Stay. And, you know, there's another single called Right Now, featuring David Guetta. It's probably rising to be a hit single also.
Right.
And so, man, it must feel good to be that successful.
Yes, Rihanna, share some of that success with us.
Right.
We're all waiting. All right, thank you, David, for the news. Now, guys, let's listen to some songs before we come back with our last bit of news. The next 2 songs are Beautiful, Mariah Carey featuring Miguel, and Diamonds by Rihanna. What up, guys? We just came back from listening to Beautiful by Mariah Carey featuring Miguel and Diamonds by Rihanna. You're listening to Music Access with me, Aron of New East, getting all the updates on what our pop stars have been up to this week with David on Weekly Pop Magazine. David, what is our last bit of news?
Our last bit of news is Kanye West, and if you didn't know, Kanye is soon to be a dad. He got his girlfriend Kim Kardashian pregnant, and she is due any time now. Congrats, Kanye West. You know, Kim Kardashian announced the big news of the gender of the baby. Everybody, well, not everybody, because I wasn't curious, but a lot of people supposedly was very curious. So now she released what the gender was through her show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The pregnant mother said, "I'm so excited we're having a girl. Who doesn't want a girl? They're the best, and I know that's really what Kanye has always wanted. He wanted a little girl." Kanye, you're going to be a great dad. You know, as long as you treat your daughter better than Taylor Swift. That's what I think. But yes, Kanye has been very busy on other things too. He's been like really focused on bringing publicity to his new album called Yeezus. Yeezus, I think that I said that right. And on Saturday Night Live, Kanye debuted his songs New Slaves and Black Skinhead. Interesting titles. Now, he projected his music videos on buildings around the world as advertising stunts. Very creative, yet there's been a lot of mixed reviews on how effective this actually was, and some of the places they're like, you know, property issues or whatever, and cops stopped like the showing, whatever. But you know what it comes down to is the quality of the music.
Right.
You know, when this album comes out, you know, that's what it's going to come down to. Either the music is good or it's not.
Yeah.
And so, you know, his new album, Yeezus, we're just going to have to wait and see. But it's the follow-up of 2010's album, My Beautiful, Dark, Twisted Fantasy. Very long, interesting name. And, you know, he's released great songs.
Yeah.
Personally, what was your favorite, Aron?
My favorite would have to be, you know, there are a lot of songs I like from Kanye, but, there's a song, Family Business. That was probably my favorite song.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
He's had a lot of hits. He's had Stronger, Mercy, Power, All of the Lights.
Yes.
And so maybe in this album there's gonna be some few strong ones that's gonna go strong.
Yeah, I remember I think it was late last year, I went back home for a vacation.
Yeah.
And I met my friends, and we were in the car just driving.
Yeah.
My friends put on the song Mercy by Kanye West. And like literally like, everyone would be like jumping out their seat, like put the song on full blast. Everyone's like jumping out like this. It was ridiculous. Oh.
Good memories. Songs bring back memories of great times that we have with friends. I still remember when I traveled to California. This has got nothing to do with Kanye West, but just talking about music and how it brings back memories. We were driving to Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, Tahoe.
And you know, my first time in California, so I wake up in the morning, we put all our snowboards in the truck, and then my uncle, he pumps on, I forgot what it's like, California knows how to party. And we're like jumping up and down with the roof open in the car, and good memories. Songs do that.
Yes. All right, David, it is already time to say goodbye. You know, I'm not sure how the weather is like everywhere, but we had a holiday on Thursday here in Korea, and a lot of people even took Friday off for an extended weekend.
Right.
And I hope everyone is enjoying some time off from work and school. What about you, David? Do you have any plans for the rest of this Sunday, or...
Oh, for the Sunday, I'll have to see. I heard there's some amazing burgers down in Pucheon in Korea. I miss In-N-Out in California, and they say these burgers come very close. So I'm just like, ooh, I have to go and try these.
All right, David, I hope you had fun. I want to thank you for coming into the studio again today.
No, thank you.
And can you give your last goodbyes to our listeners?
Our last goodbye, I'll have to say, just like Aron and I shared, music, it creates such good memories. I hope during the weekend or this Sunday you listen to some music and create some good memories for yourself, something you can remember forever.
Yes. All right, David, let's talk again next week. Sending David out, here is Stronger by Kanye West featuring Daft Punk. Thank you, David.
All right, see you guys.
What up, guys? It is time for more message time. Let's get straight into it. It is from Ishtar Lin from Taiwan. Ishtar wrote, "Hi, Aron. Tanya and I are co-workers, and we always listen to Music Access in the office. At that time, everyone is at school or work, but we have a very sweet love record program that another love records so we can listen to your program." I'm not sure what that meant, but okay. Take care. Wish New East have a good rest and stay healthy. What up, Ishtar Lin from Taiwan? I want to thank you and Tanya for listening to me in the office. I don't know if that's safe. If you guys get caught, you might get in trouble. But I want to thank you for your dedication to Music Access and me. It means a lot. And I'm not sure what this means. You say a very sweet love program.